Game, set, match.
Welcome to your daily serve of M&M's.
That was bad.
You said our, not yours. Goodness gracious.
I know I did.
Anyways.
I was like, God, just keep it going.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Maria, and welcome back to the Squeaky Couch. I think I spoke too fast just then. I need to re-say that. I am Maria, and welcome back to the Squeaky Couch. Boom, boom. Oh, you need to, relax.
Anyways, we're having a bit of alcohol as well. So,
after the Bulldogs match,
Yeah. Clink.
So it's currently the 25th of March, 10:44 p.m.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much just after Bulldogs got thrashed. And,
Shit.
there was a bit of time spent watching Dance Mums because, well...
I need to forget about it.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about it. Anyway.
Yeah. So we've got a bit to get through, I think.
I've been a bit emo for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. And so not Maria, even though she was kind of meant to as a homework, but I prepared a few fun segments for us later in this podcast. So
I have a sonnet that chatbot made for me, and it's kind of hilarious.
It's
so
great.
I had to share it. Oh, great! It's amazing.
Yeah. And you can't hear it, but I've got softball playing in the background. I finally found how to watch softball, so it's great.
Congratulations!
Thank
You won the
you.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Thank you.
Anyway,
It means a lot to me.
no problem. You earned it. So I've been emo for the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
This week and last week. So in trade season, Bulldogs traded Lockie Hunter to Melbourne and Zane Cordy to the Saints. So we played Melbourne last week. I was emo the whole time because Lockie Hunter. We played Saints. They thrashed us.
Yeah, and Melbourne thrashed them last week as well.
Okay, we already know that. Anyway,
No,
so
they don't know that.
And,
They won't.
If you don't watch AFL, it's your fault. Anyway, so we played against Saints, emo because of Zane Cordy. I don't want to keep doing this. Can you stop trading our father-son rules? It's fucking rude.
Hey, you've still got Libba.
I know we have Libba, but we also just got rid of Wallace
Where'd he go?
to nowhere.
Oh, he just quit. Or did they drop him?
They dropped him, yeah.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, he's my
Savage.
favorite father-son rule of all time. And you drop him like that? That's very rude. I'm so upset. So anyway, so pretty much the trade season broke my heart, mind and soul.
And then getting thrashed by both, literally thrashed by both teams.
That the father-son rules got traded to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of devastating. I'm
I know,
never going to recover from this.
I know, you're literally feeling like, probably should have kept him. It might have been, the scores might have gone the other way around, right?
Honestly. I'm emo. I'm sad. But we have Vixens tomorrow, so we should be okay. I'd like to think we're gonna do okay.
Who do the Vixens play tomorrow?
Collingwood. Sick dude. The Derby. It's nice.
The Derby?
Derby.
What's the Derby?
It's one. The two. Do you know?
Oh, okay, like the interstate, not the interstate,
the same state teams.
The state rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I getcha.
It's like
Sorry,
Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, my brain went to baseball, and in baseball in the MLB there's something called the home run derby. So it's a bullshit thing. It means dick all. It's literally...
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
It's 2 weeks worth of just watching people crank bombs out of the park. That's about it.
Yeah. We did just listen to our podcast the other day.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was hysterical.
That was awful.
Sorry. Sorry if we ramble again. I'll try not to ramble, but...
And try not to talk over me.
Yeah, I'll try not. I did find out that I actually talk over Maria, and, I don't want to be doing that.
I feel like I don't notice because it happens to me too often.
Yeah, I think maybe because I also try to comment on something that you say, but I take a while to... I try to pick my words very carefully, and I feel like that just kind of lingers a bit. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like, because I feel like it's not as bad as when other males do it. They just sort of like we saw Congress and TikTok, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't over talk.
Oi, shut up. All right, it's my turn.
Shut up. But like you weren't like that. You didn't like talk over me like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really aggressive. It was sort of kind of innocent, but like still kind of rude.
Yeah. And I'm like, shut up. I want to comment on this now.
Yeah.
You've had your 2 seconds. Give me my 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll try not to do that too much. And yeah, you just keep blabbing away till I have to fucking shut up, alright?
I'm a journalist.
Well, then write it down.
Write it down. No, we talk. Shit.
So yeah, what's the game plan? We didn't really think this through. Are we going to talk about
AFL.
AFL?
So AFL. Yeah. So last night we were watching Brisbane v Melbourne.
Yeah.
Lights went out.
The lights went out. It was epic. It was just bang, dark.
Darkness, and then we saw a light go on fire. I was like, oh.
Apparently, there was a second bang, but it didn't come through on the like the TV feed.
Yeah. So I follow one of the YouTubers I follow. He's a Melbourne fan.
Yeah.
So he does coverage of the games. Mm-hmm. Sort of, and he was like watching the game, and and then he was like he thought it was the cameras at first. I was like, oh no, wait, that's the lights. Can I read the comments?
Speaking of, I don't know, did you see, I don't know, did I send it to you? I can't remember, but there was, what's the tall fucker from Collingwood? Mason Cox.
Mason Cox.
Yeah, I think he's got a podcast, like the Mason Cox podcast or something.
The Mason Cox...
Show. Sorry. And when they played Geelong, did you hear... Like this from last week. Did you hear what he thought on the podcast? Because like all the Collingwood fans were booing. Oh, I can't remember who kicked a goal for Geelong.
Oliver.
For Geelong.
Yeah. Because I think so. Because I think he's the one that played for Collingwood now plays for Geelong.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't remember. But anyways,
I'm not sure if
the crowd was booing him. Yeah. Anyways, he kicked a goal. Turned and looked at them and gave them the ears. Like, I can't hear you.
Yeah, he's the guy that he played for Collingwood now plays for Geelong.
Yeah. And then Mason Cox admitted on his podcast, because he ended up having a set shot at goal. Was it set? No, I think it might have been a, like around the corner sort of kick. And he kicked it. He did the same thing, but he thought that when, was it Henry? Yeah, Henry did it. That he was doing like cat paws.
Oh no!
So Mason Cox did the same thing.
Oh gosh, I'm ready to drink.
And like honestly, if you haven't seen, like, just go to the podcast because it's the funniest thing.
That's too bad.
Like, I'm giving this no justice at all. Like, you have to see it to find it hilarious. It's just so good.
Anyways.
And like his American accent makes it so much funnier as well. He's like, oh, I thought it was the cat paws.
Mason Cox is now on TikTok as well. I just saw his TikTok recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyway, so back to the...
he seems like a fun guy to be like going on a bender with.
He seems so chill. Like, I want to be friends with him.
I would love to go on a bender with him.
I'd like to be his friend. Like, he just seems like a chill ass dude. Like, he just seems intelligent.
I actually do think he is quite intelligent.
Right, yeah.
Except for when he thinks the ears are the cat paws.
Come on. As if you haven't done dumber shit than that.
Oh, I certainly have. It was literally last week's episode, remember? Who's Gary Ablett's father again? I can't remember.
Gary Ablett's Jr.'s father is Gary Ablett Sr. Anyway. That was great.
That was gold. Ooh, nice catch. Sorry, I'm watching the softball. It's softball, just a replay of Oklahoma State playing North Tex. So
cool story. Anyway, so I want to get to these comments on the Melbourne v Brisbane game when the lights went out. When the lights went out,
right.
someone commented, Can't believe the host of the grand final here.
Yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
Someone's like, there was a power surge last week for Brisbane. This week it's a power outage. Someone put down, Melbourne has been out the whole game. So brutal. Right? What was it? Oh, sorry. Gives Melbourne time to book plans for September.
Savage.
Someone said, why not play in the dark for some good old fun? Someone said, we suck. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone put down quality footage of the light bulbs. Thanks, Channel 7.
Oh my goodness, how about this bitch's name? Sorry, you're not a bitch, but if you do hear your name's Megan Bloodworth. Like, oh my goodness, that's like the
okay. Can I please get to my little social media segment?
Yeah.
Thank you. Saves me from having to watch a Melbourne play footy.
Oh god. But like, I think I've been calling this for a while. I feel like.
No, hold on.
Go on.
One more.
I am interrupting. That's
Someone
my bad.
said, who didn't pay the power bill?
Yeah. And I literally said to you at the time, I'm like, ooh, someone lost their job.
That's great.
But yeah, no,
that happen often, fam.
Honestly, that was like epic. And like, the fact is, right, like, you know, the power went out and what was the score? Like 90-45? I think it might have been a bit higher,
Something
like 91-45. Melbourne nearly came back to it. Like, imagine if they had another 10 minutes. Not even. Imagine if they had another 5 minutes. 2 goals down, basically. It was 83-92 at the end.
Like, yeah, so, like, we've learned that if something like this happens, if it's in the second half...
No, all it has to be is for the first half. So if one half of footy is complete, and whatever score...
That's what I just said, in the second half. If something just happens in the second half.
Okay, well, I mean... I'm saying, like, they can walk off the field at halftime, and if the lights burn out while they're off the field, then it's also game at that point.
Okay, can I please explain?
Go ahead.
So, like, it's like, obviously, in the second half, if it happens, they have 30 minutes, wasn't it? It was an hour?
No, it was an hour.
An hour to fix it, otherwise the score stands as is.
Yeah. I know.
So I'm assuming if it happens in the first half, it's a draw.
I assume it would probably be either a draw or probably like a postponed sort of like a game to be rescheduled at some later date. Probably
it'd be a draw.
Maybe.
I can't imagine them having to. This is not COVID-19. We're not trying to scram 50,000 games in 2 weeks.
That was great. I loved that. I actually really enjoyed
chaos.
that. I would love to actually... You know what would be kind of cool?
Like a power round.
Yeah, just like... Or even just...
As many games you can fit in a week.
Yeah, like...
You're going to play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Back to back.
If the AFL and netball could like organise something where, you know, like... You at least just have like one of those games like over the weekend or something like that. Like at least, and then whatever's not on the weekend, you fit like middle of the week.
Super cool.
What?
If they had like AFL the same amount of like AFL teams as netball teams.
If every AFL club had like a sister netball club.
Yeah, and then play on have the same schedule.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Vixens would be Melbourne.
Yeah, they'd have to be.
Yeah,
I mean, like I don't mind if they want to change their like mascot name because like I feel like there's probably a few that probably won't carry over to
well,
like,
see, I mean,
like Fremantle Dockers, like I can't see Dockers being like a netball team mascot.
So I feel like especially I think it's West Coast Fever is sort of like partnership with West Coast.
Yeah, I'd have to think so, yeah.
And then New South Wales Swift is partnership with the Swans. And then Giants.
Just Giants, yeah.
And see, the thing with Lightning, they're Melbourne Storm. They have a partnership with Melbourne Storm because like Lightning.
Yeah.
So
Even though they're based in Sunshine Coast is what I meant. What
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
say.
So it's like, no, I was saying, so like, I feel like it's definitely possible. So I guess like just partnerships, I guess not really have.
I know, it's similar to how like the AFL and VFL have sort of like a partnership, but like it kind of makes sense that AFL and VFL have that sort of,
Yeah, well, I mean,
because I mean, like literally VFL is considered to be like AFL reserves, right? So
yeah, I mean, AFL started in Victoria. So.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, like even still today, like they're considered to be the reserves, right? So
Yeah.
you need a player. You go down to
Honestly, yeah. So I think that would be fun. I feel like if AFL
it would certainly be
Netball
worth it.
Australia could get that going, that'd be great. I'd like that.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I just feel like it would be fun to have, like, I get that there's, especially in Australia, like particularly a lot of blokes who have KO or otherwise Foxtel, they're probably watching sports, particularly from the US. I mean, shit, I do, right? But, like...
And then there's me.
I do also want to... Like, sometimes I just want to watch something in the evenings and I'm just like, oh, well, there's... Like, the sports that I'm interested in, well, they're not... Prior to, like, there was the first 4 or 5 weeks of this after the Super Bowl where there was, like, no sports being played.
Mm.
And I was, like, just bored. I'm like, this is shit, right?
Cricket.
Yeah, I'm not interested in cricket.
That's your fault.
I'm sorry, but, like...
Are you really sorry?
No, you're not really.
Yeah, I know.
But, like, if they had, like, netball at, Monday, Tuesday, even just Friday, Saturday games, like, just at night, I would have been like, oh, yeah, this is awesome. And I feel like, especially as the AFL season goes on, like, there's some AFL games I want to watch, and then there's others I'm just like, I do not care about the result of this game whatsoever. This is garbage. And I'd rather be watching, like, a netball game. Do you know what I mean? So...
I feel like the thing I like about netball is that it doesn't drag out.
No, it doesn't, and
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
it's a very quick game. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
I actually kind of, the thing that I really, really do like about netball the most is the game really doesn't stop. Like, it literally goes start of the quarter to the end of the quarter, and you are moving.
Unless there's a major stoppage.
And yeah, but like
like a Gold Coast gets bent, like it did that one time.
Did you say a Gold Coast?
No, a gold post.
I swear you said a Gold Coast.
Post. I said post. Did you remember the I think it was a quad series? It was Australia v England, and then England probably bumped into the post so hard that it bent, so they had to change.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Gold. Yeah.
But yeah. So Vixens play Collingwood tomorrow.
Yeah, Vixens also played Fever last week, and that was a tight game.
We lost by 1 goal in like the dying seconds.
Literally 2 seconds were left on the clock.
And then Fowler just scores a goal. I'm just like...
When you say scores a goal, you mean she just put her hand up and the ball fell into the basket, didn't it?
Yeah, well, she's a tall bitch.
I know.
So news coming out of that. Hopefully Joe Weston... I haven't seen the team selections. Hopefully Joe Weston can play. Emily Mannix... She got ruled out in the middle of... I don't know when, because I didn't see all of it, because I'm going between the netball and AFL. But, like, she got concussed, so I doubt she's going to play this week, which is quite sad. And then I'm not sure about the update on Rani Samuson yet, but hopefully... I think it's another knee injury, but hopefully it gets better soon. And, yeah... a little bit nervous because like we have these injuries to quality players on the bench, but like some bonds are just you just can't replace. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Can't, like onto some court. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So we've talked about AFL, talked about netball.
Yes, I know there's some cricket news.
Yeah.
I do need to have a look at it because so it's it's Victoria v Western Australia in the Sheffield Shield finals. And I think the first time I checked, we weren't doing so well. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're kind of... So, in the first innings, we got 195. WA got 315. At the moment, we lead by 2 runs. With 4 wickets in hand. So, it doesn't look great. But maybe... draw? I don't know. Anyway,
Ooh,
but I
nice
feel like
pitch.
this happens all the time. I feel like when you this happens a lot. So it's like especially in finals, if you win against a team and they have to play them again, it normally flips.
Okay.
I find that
I
it happens
don't know.
all the time. Like 9 times out of 10. But yeah, so I was nervous that this was. I kind of knew it was gonna happen, but I was hoping it didn't. But yeah.
Yeah, actually, did you see... I can't remember. Sorry, I'm jumping around between all these sports because I haven't written them down. Oh, I'm a disaster.
Oh no.
Yeah. No. Oh goodness. No, I've lost my train of thought.
Okay, that's great. So in soccer news, Australia won against Ecuador yesterday. So what they're doing, so basically, for you that don't know, aka Michael, Australia's doing like a friendly against Ecuador before the World Cup cycle begins again. So it's like a warm up to the cycle, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's probably why I don't know, because it's for...
This doesn't really go towards
women.
ranking.
It's women's FIFA, so
Yeah.
yeah. I don't like the Matildas, so I hope they lose.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but like I don't. You stole a baseball field. I'm gonna be forever bitter about that.
Anyways, so enough with your sulking. Right now? Okay. Now, do you have anything fun planned?
I do have some fun things planned. I'll come back to some sports later, I think, actually. So, some of there's still going to be some more, I don't know what to call them. My brain's just...
Your brain's a lemon?
Yeah, it
like
really
it is
is.
every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I got some new squash shoes, by the way. Well, actually, netball shoes. People need to know about that.
Bitch, that you just ruined something that I had written down, but okay, whatever.
I'm sorry, I got new netball shoes for the squash court. So,
Anyway.
for those of you who don't know, let me just give you a little... Sorry, I'm saying a thunder a little bit. But
You really are.
basically, netball shoes and squash shoes are practically the same shoe. The design the same, they have the same sort of like sole. The only difference is the marketing. It's like men's and women's shampoo. It's the same thing, it's just the marketing.
Okay. I wouldn't know. I don't use women's shampoo.
I use men's shampoo and it works better on my hair. I just don't it's just it does the job. Whatever works for you, okay?
Yeah. So anyways, we've decided that well, yeah. Yeah. You good there? We are still in the midst of trying to incorporate a few new fun segments, but we'll return to some of the classics that we had last week, such as trivia and the personal Q&A. But this week we're also going to introduce...
That was horrendous.
What? The Q&A?
Yeah, I was so bad.
Last week?
Yeah, I was terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were good.
I got passed, but I still did shit.
I passed like it's a fucking exam or some shit.
You get 90%. I have high expectations, and that did not meet my expectations.
So in other words, Bulldogs never meet them.
Except the grand final in 2016, but to be honest. No. The thing about 2016, right? Bulldogs never won 3 games in a row, but we somehow did it. Finals. And he just-
Lol.
Sorry.
Crikey.
Oh,
This is a bit
gosh.
noisy.
Sorry.
I'm just teasing. Who's this? Oh my goodness. You would never have thought that guy was a coach, right?
Okay, please get on.
Anyways, sorry. The North Texas University softball coach does not look like a coach.
Okay,
He's just standing there just like,
Get to the question.
I need some more cha.
Stop it.
anyways. But this week we're also introducing a new segment, which is our artsy segment. We're being as creative as possible.
Well, I used chat AI.
I know. Hey, that's still creative, I think. I didn't think of it. I was dumb enough to actually go about trying to do this by hand. And
It was so funny. I need to, that's hilarious.
so, let's start off with the personal Q&As, shall we?
Okay.
All right. So,
27.
pardon me. No, that's not
Lucky
the.
Hunter.
No, it's not trivia. It's Q&A.
St. Cordy. The answer's St. Cordy.
Oh, bitch. Bloody hell. Anyways. So,
Me.
babe, what sports did you watch in the last week?
Netball.
Yeah.
AFL. Sadly. I think some cricket, maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that it? Did you watch any squash at all? Or any teeny eye?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
Too busy? Too stressed with other things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then from that, what was your favourite matchup that you watched?
Like, teams or people?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so...
That's why I'm saying matchups.
Matchups. I don't think I have one.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like... You can't really put anyone up against... I feel like when I was watching netball, I guess I was too focused on how to beat Janine Fowler
Yeah.
that I didn't really focus on anything else. I was like, how do you beat this bitch? Actually, it had to be Courtney Bruce and Marika Wenda.
Okay, so you're actually talking about a physical player matchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love my player matchups.
Okay. No, I was actually just talking about like the game itself that you.
Oh, no, I love player matchups.
Okay. So you didn't think like
I'm
the
all
Richmond
about
v
that.
Carlton game was your favourite?
The Collingwood v Geelong.
That was your favourite
That was
matchup?
great. I need to like tag a TikTok underneath. The AFL TikTok.
Yeah. I know.
That's the greatest TikTok. It's my new favourite.
All right, cool. And second question: Are you looking at getting new sports gear? And if so, what is it? / what are they?
Okay, so as I just said, I got new shoes,
Yeah.
netball shoes.
Yeah.
I need to get a new squash bag because mine's sort of falling apart. I've
Yeah.
had it for a few years. So but the thing is, to get good ones, they cost like $200. It's expensive, right? But there's just like, I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. I'm like, they last quite a few years. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like shoes, right? Like shoes, I go through maybe 2 to 3 shoes a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, why buy expensive shoes if I'm gonna wear them out quickly? Like the only time I'd buy like maybe $1,000 shoes if I just wore them casually. Like at least they'd survive 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I guess it's a trade-off. Like, is it good quality and will it last long?
Yeah. Exactly.
it
I
was
know you
like,
don't want to spend $1,000 if it's just going to burn out in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. But then at the same time, it's like, is it good quality? Like, it could be $1,000 and be shit quality. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's on a case-to-case basis.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but definitely a new squash bag would
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
probably get some strings, buy some strings.
Yeah.
So like, especially when I go into state and a racket, like a string breaks in a racket, I just had to pay the person for their service instead of paying for the strings as well. Maybe some new grips and socks.
And socks.
I forever need new socks.
You do like your socks, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I like my squash socks. The socks with squash balls on them. Neat.
They're pretty gold, aren't they?
I just like novelty socks.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any... I'm just wearing bare white socks.
Yeah.
Boring socks.
Boring white socks.
I was wearing socks with ducks on them.
I know. And then you got your avocado socks as well.
Yeah, I like... That's like... I just like socks like that, right? They're fun. I need sushi socks next.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's a bit of a wish list, but like, you know.
Yeah.
And with sports, you're forever buying new. You're forever buying new stuff for sports. It's just ridiculous.
Alright, question 3, babe. How do you distract yourself from squash?
I know my brain does that pretty well. Sometimes I forget I'm playing squash. I just have massive brain farts, but I don't understand how it happens. But like sometimes I'll be in the middle of a training session and be like doing stuff, and then I go into my own little world. It's like, oh, we're doing this right now. Okay, sorry. And then I don't understand. So I think I can distract myself from squash quite well. My brain does a lot of thinking, so it just thinks about stupid shit all the time. Yeah.
Alright, I think I've got an easier question for you to finish up with the personal Q&A.
Okay.
So question 4, what are your favourite team colours from any team ever? So this could include like Frio's like navy green red.
I did
AFL
love the green, purple, and red.
Yeah,
that was great.
I thought it was navy, but okay, purple.
No, it was purple.
Purple.
Green, purple.
Yeah.
Red. That was sick, dude. Sick. And I guess I like the Vixen's colours too. It's like blue and pink.
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
In a little bit, like a 25% similar.
I getcha.
Red,
white, and blue.
I mean, yeah, it's the greatest colours of all time. Just not when they're linked to America. But
when they're linked to Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, like retro Fremantle.
Retro Fremantle.
Yeah, with Pavlich. Yeah. 10 out of 10. And then Melbourne Phoenix. I think there's a bit of purple there.
Okay.
Pretty sick. Melbourne Cottrell was orange. I don't like orange. I'm getting a bit sidetracked, but yeah. So pretty much to sum it up, Bulldogs,
Yeah.
Vixens, and retro Fremantle.
Okay. All right.
I don't mind a bit of Port either.
With a blue, black, and white.
Isn't it just blue and black? It's like a teal.
Yeah. It's really a teal and black. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's still a bit of white in there though. Anyways. Okay. Interesting. All right.
Yes.
Yes. So goodness, you bounce around between all these different sports so quickly. I almost feel like I didn't really get much of a word in. You just kind of maybe I did, but I don't know. I feel like I missed out.
I feel like I just have a lot to talk about.
I know.
Hence why I'm doing journalism.
So yeah, no, I remember watching the Vixens last weekend because I was with you and we were watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was just absolutely brutal. Melbourne did everything to stay alive, and then like literally, what was it? It was like they scored with 12 seconds left, and then Fever scored with like literally 2 seconds left. It
on
was
the clock, and then you go to the centre bounce. Time.
Yeah, I know, that was just brutal. That was so rough to watch.
I was like, you want for like an offensive contact to be called, but I knew Janine Fowler wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So like they had to scramble, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it kind of did, but like, you know.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a really good game though, and I'm, obviously gonna keep a closer eye on some of these netball teams.
Yeah.
Mainly because I want to call particular matchups and be like, this was the best team, this was blah blah blah, whatever it was. So, yeah, and then AFL.
Oh, sorry, AFLW news on the Bulldogs front. It's Ali Blackburn's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
No.
Hey, I was being polite, alright?
No, that was not polite. That was passive aggressiveness.
No. Okay, maybe you can pass it off as that, but complete aggressiveness would have been, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, passive aggressive. Yeah, calm down.
I was just trying to make a joke.
Okay, well, it wasn't funny.
Alright.
Half
Happy
left.
birthday.
Okay,
to
no, you're just
you.
mocking me right now. You're just
Happy
mocking, baby.
birthday
You're just
to
mocking me right now, fam.
Happy
You need to stop it. You need to stop it. Stop it.
Day, dear Ellie.
What was that? No, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Bitch, I need a few more drinks for my inner Taylor Swift to come out,
Oh,
alright?
I know. What you getting there?
Yeah, okay, no. Seriously, happy birthday. I know, hope you win this year, because the men's team probably ain't.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to do well, fam.
Yeah, carry the team, thanks.
Carry the team.
Yeah. So, and then AFL, when we did the podcast last week, we had watched the opening round game, and then there was Geelong Carlton. No, not Geelong Carlton. Geelong Collingwood. So after that, oh yeah, there was a couple of weird games last week, wasn't there? Like Brisbane were like leading or something, like, and they're not too bad, like kind of convincingly, like a 30-point lead or something. I think it was at one point, and then
I forgot.
And then they blew it. And same thing with Freo and not Freo. Who did GWS play? Adelaide Crows. Adelaide had a pretty good lead, and GWS came back and thrashed it.
Yeah, I remember the first two games and the Bulldogs game, and that's it.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, there were some interesting games. How like some teams just couldn't quite finish off the,
It's also just the first week, right?
Exactly,
Some
right.
nerves, bit of rusty.
Yeah, a bit of rust. So, anyways,
But yeah.
Cool. I think maybe we'll go to the next segment. What do you reckon?
Okay, what is it?
This is the creative one.
Okay. I'm gonna die.
This is the new segment. We're introducing the creative segment.
No.
So,
This is gonna be bad.
Are you going first or am I going first?
You go first.
Okay, I decided I'm going to present a rap.
I'm not gonna like this. I feel like I'm gonna cringe.
Maria had her Eminem playing today. I was channeling my inner Eminem. Anyways,
Laughs.
drop that beat.
That is awful.
You ready?
No. I will never be ready for this.
It will be cringe, but that's what's going to make it great. Tell your friends to subscribe to our channel if you like how creative we are.
Babe. Can you stop?
I'm just pissing myself laughing. Oh god. Alright, here we go. You ready?
Go.
Alright. Hang on. Let me have a sip.
Stop delaying. Stop procrastinating, Pam.
Alright. Yo, this is... You fell apart, you bitch. You ruined it. Alright, ready? Yo, this is a wrap.
You say yo. So white. Like, you know what's cool about Eminem? He actually does it with pizzazz. Yo.
I'm like that church choir.
Sorry, I need to like also to just link that TikTok below. There was like a, I don't know, it felt like a church choir trying to do "Lose Yourself" by Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. That's what you sound like right now.
It's great, isn't it?
It's awful.
Yo, this is a rap about round 1 in the AFL. No, is what Geelong fans were screaming in the 4th as their team fell. Did you hear what happened in the opening game? Richmond and Carlton tied. It was so fucking lame. But that doesn't matter. Sports bet footy tipping. If your pick ties, you still get the winnings. Anyways, Clarko's ruse gave West Coast the blues. Sydney Swans shoved the Gold Coast Suns and kicked him in the bum.
I can't. No, I'm good. I'm deceased.
Lions, Dockers, and don't forget the Crows. Gotta get them a drink to drown their sorrows.
Touching me. You're touching me so aggressively. Pat.
I'm sorry, babe, but the Dogs were a disaster. 50-point split. By the way, Jeremy Howe is gonna need plaster.
Oh no!
I know you want to brag about your tips last week, but bitch, the Dons are on top, and we can't be beat. Word.
That was horrendous. No, I hated that. I hated. Hell no. That was like trying to recite something in front of the class and just jaggering it up.
It was great.
No. Mine isn't any better.
Tell all your friends about this podcast if you like this.
It took you 20 tries to get through it.
It was great.
Anyway, so I wrote down in the air chat to write me a sonnet about how emo I am that Lockie Hunter left the Western Bulldogs and got traded to Melbourne.
This is great.
It's so dramatic. So the air chat was, "Oh, woe is me, for I am truly emo." Lockie Hunter's trade has left me undone. My heart is shattered, broken like a demo. My world has turned to darkness to none. With every tear that falls, my soul doth ache. For Hunter was the heart and soul of West. His absent leaves a void so vast and great. My mind is numb, my heart a constant pest. I cry to sleep and wake to mourn anew, and wonder how my Bulldogs will fare, for Hunter's talent, skill and passion true were inaugural to the team's very air. Wait for it. Oh, Lucky Hunter, how could you betray the love we had, now lost in your display? And that is what the AI gave me.
Oh, shit. That was gold.
I'm dead.
It can't be undone. Oh.
It's too good. I can't. I can't take it seriously.
Oh, that was a good 5 minutes of comedy by us.
It's too funny.
Oh, I love that. Oh, man.
Oh man,
Oh,
loved it. I am so truly emo. It's like my new favorite saying now.
it was funny because we were listening to the podcast from last week, and like he made a reference to emo kid, and I like completely missed.
Because I feel like I reference it so often, you're probably just like demonetized to it.
Yeah, demonetized,
Sorry,
desensitized.
sorry, desensitized.
Do not demonetize us. Demonetize us.
Maybe they should after that.
Honestly, we're a disgrace.
So truly emo. I'm an emo kid. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit! I'm still like just in pieces from that little segment. That was great.
The sonnet.
We need to do this
The
more.
sonnet. It was a 10 out of 10. It really describes how I feel about Lockie Hunter playing for Melbourne. It does. It's very dramatic.
Mine was just to rub the fact that Dons are on top of the ladder.
Like, you did yours to gloat. I did mine to cry.
I know.
We're different people.
Yeah. So, anyways,
What were we watching earlier today? The show about renovating houses.
oh yeah.
I know it was like they renovated. It was so white. I was like, I can't deal with this. It's too happy. I need more blackness. I need more sadness. I need to feel more sadness in this house.
I need chaos.
I need sadness. I need more blackness. I can't. I can't with a happy household.
Oh goodness.
Anyways, do you have anything else?
Not particularly.
You didn't
Just
have a quiz for me?
I do have a quiz that'll come up shortly. I've got a few more things I need to talk about.
Oh, okay. Sorry, princess.
I know. Honestly, how can you be so like disrespectful?
Says you. I'm emo.
So, yeah, like, there's, I guess, some like good news into. Oh, someone's warming up in the bullpen. Nice. Yeah, Oklahoma State crushing it.
Okay, this is not part. Stop making it part of the podcast.
I'm trying not to, but like I'm trying to like keep myself entertained at the same time because I love. I do love sports.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just the ones that I consider to be sports.
No, just this whole podcast is just not about that, isn't it?
Hey, sometimes we talk about dance mums and I don't know whatever else.
Well, dance is a sport. I think dancers are athletes. Like, could you do what they could? I couldn't. I'd break myself. My neck would fall off.
Okay, can you beat a international chess player, like a chess grandmaster? No, you can't.
I feel like
but
I
that's
could.
not a sport, right?
Yeah, I feel like I could.
What?
If I actually put my mind to it, instead of trying to lose because
No,
I tried before.
you're not getting anywhere near them.
I feel like if I tried.
I don't think you could. I think you're too late, babe.
It's like me with poker. I can play, but I don't like it, so I try to get out as early as possible by doing these stupid ass bets. It's the same with me and chess.
Anyways, so
I like watching people play it. I just don't like doing it myself. I'm sorry.
but you've taken a page out of my book. You're like talking over.
I'm sorry. Payback.
Honestly, bitch.
Karma's a bitch.
So yeah, I've been mainly the sports I've been paying attention to have just been AFL and netball, but since it's only been like round
Setball.
one, yeah, setball, the Suncorp Nupa setball.
Yeah. So company for Seppo. I have to think about it when I say it.
It's only been it's fucked you over that much, has it?
Yeah, because it's not Suncorp Super Netball, it's Suncorp Nupa Seppo, and it breaks my mind every time I say it.
It's like me with
Seppo.
It's like me with push and pull on doors.
Oh no! Every time we go to the squash course in Westerfolds, I have to tell him to push and when to pull because he will do the opposite. So I had to give you a gentle reminder. like a child.
My brain just can't figure it out. It literally sees the word push and I go, oh, okay, hang on, wait. Don't look like an idiot and pull it. Don't look like an idiot and pull it. Okay, pull it. It's because I said the word pull over and over in my head.
Yeah. And that's where you're going wrong.
No. I can't get out of it.
That's a you problem.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, so it's really just been 1 week's worth of sports so far in terms of footy and netball or setball in some other dialect. But yeah, now that I've found a means for me to watch college softball, there'll be probably some more college softball remarks in future podcast episodes because I do like softball. I really do like it.
Yeah, I know.
It's fun. Oh, that was an ugly swing.
Okay, no, we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta make little comments here and there about the game that we're watching. Anyways, there's been a few NFL trades. I don't think there's really been anything too major in this last week. There's just been a few, just a handful of trades. But yeah, otherwise, what is it? It's nearly late March, so the draft will be coming up in about a month's time, I think. The NFL draft. It's great. I'm going to love it.
I don't think Pittsburgh Penguins are going to make the playoffs this season.
You don't?
I don't.
Okay. I need your Foxtel to be watching ice hockey, or otherwise just hang around you a lot more often.
Or both.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so... yeah, because I do like ice hockey as well.
Same, but my team is bullshit. I'm just hanging in there by a thread.
Where are the Oilers, anyways? My boys.
I don't even know. Yeah, I'll check.
Alright, cool.
Because I have the app.
Oh, babe, you're amazing, aren't you?
I have it under the NHL app under the social media folder on my phone for some reason.
Because it might as well be social media at this point since you can't watch it.
Yeah, honestly. So...
Oh, goodness, you're just in there.
We're just in there.
Oh, up. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, at the very worst, it would make wild card position. But, my team's just hanging in there. We're at 0.556%, whereas Florida Panthers is at 0.549%.
Goodness. Shit hoos.
We've played the same amount of games. They've had one more win than us.
But not quite as many OTs.
They've had 2 more losses than us, and we've had 3 more overtimes. So our points were 80, and they're 79. So we're just making it.
Yeah.
We're barely there. Barely.
Yeah.
So if you could please give
and
me
there's only
a
couple
win.
more games, isn't there?
Need to win against Washington. Need to win against Detroit and Nashville. Who else do we have? Nashville, Boston. Ugh. Philadelphia. Ugh. New Jersey Devils, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago, and Blue Jackets.
Yeah. Alright. Cool.
But if you keep up the trajectory we have been...
So that's like, what, another 8 games or something? Probably?
Yeah, something like that. And if we keep on, the
current trend.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. We've also just made the past, 17 playoffs in a row.
Oh, really?
So
Damn.
it's I'm not going to be too sad if we don't make it.
Yeah, no, everything kind of has to die at some point, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's just we've had a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So, no, that's exciting actually, having the playoffs are just around the corner.
Yeah. I had to see Minnesota's my second team.
Yeah.
So I actually don't know where they are on the ladder because...
Oh, they have to be up there, right?
I'd like to think so.
I'd like to think so too.
No,
other one. Yeah.
Yeah, second in
second.
Central.
Yeah.
At the moment, looks pretty good. Do me proud.
Do me proud.
Inspire me.
Something that the Bulldogs are not doing, right?
Yeah, no. They did a little bit in the second quarter, but that's about it. And then I was like, poof, gone.
Alright, so...
They played 1 quarter football.
Was it even that? I think they played probably
It's
about...
1 quarter.
Played about, like,
1 quarter.
12 minutes, right?
1 quarter.
Alright.
Please give me something.
Alright, I'll give you that quarter.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think... What do you want to do? Do you want to go to the Q&A at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Might as well.
We'll see how bad I am.
Alright. It's time.
No, but don't do NFL. If you have an NFL question...
I don't have an NFL question.
Okay, thank God. I was going to whoop your ass.
I'm not going to tailor them all for you. Like, our audience listens to other shit that you don't watch, babe. Like, honestly.
Okay, but I'm never going to get NFL questions.
Alright. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
Question 1. When was the Australian Open last played on a grass surface?
Can I give you a decade?
Sure. Even though that's kind of easy, but sure.
The 70s?
Oh, God, babe. No.
80s?
Yeah, 80s.
Okay.
You want to try and refine the 80s a bit?
No.
Correct answer is 1987.
I was going to say 85.
Well, you would have been 2 years wrong.
Yeah, that's why I said no.
All right, I'll give you one for one on that. All right.
Okay.
All right. You should actually. I've gone through these. I figure you should get at least 5 of 5, and then possibly the bonus question. We'll see. Okay. So this one you should get. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I needed that. That was great.
Piggy.
Question 2. Who was the first US-born squash player to place in the top 5 of the women's PSA ranking?
Oh, Amanda Serby?
Correct.
Left-handed.
And what was her highest ranking?
4?
Nope.
No, 3.
3.
Yeah.
Excellente. Told you should get it. This is a pretty good question, wasn't it?
I love Amanda Serby. Left-hander.
You are 2 for 2.
Oh, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah. Alright. Question 3. Who is the oldest player for the Western Bulldogs team this year?
Oh.
And how old is he? And what is his playing number?
Oh, no.
Is it? Don't worry, it's multiple choice.
Oh, thank God. I was going to have a mental breakdown.
Is it Taylor Duryea?
Duray.
I was going to say, I knew I pronounced that wrong. Duray. Tom Liberatore, Rory Lobb, or Liam Jones?
Liam Jones.
Correct! And how old is he?
53.
Oh, you savage.
Okay, I'm going to go 32.
Correct!
Oh,
he
what
is
a good
32.
guess.
And
Number 19?
number 19.
Nice.
How about that? 3 for 3, babe. Can't believe it. You guys are so good.
He returned to the Bulldogs.
Bear with me. Alright. Question 4. Alright.
I feel like it's a bit of a cheap one because like he started at the Western Bulldogs, went to Carlton, now it's back. So of course I was going to know a little bit about him.
Alright, this question here. So some of these questions that I will do for you are based on a week-to-week basis, right? So, with that being said, how many players from round 1 of the Suncorp Super Netball, or the Nooper Setball, 2023 season, so in other words just last week, shot goals with an efficiency of 100%? In other words, they were perfect shooting, right? Excluding super shots.
Oh, okay. So, oh no.
It doesn't really matter.
Just Janine Fowler.
No, and then the follow-up to that is, what was the highest perfect shooting rate? In other words, the most, like, the consecutive goals.
So I feel like the most consistent would have been Janine Fowler.
Correct? With how many?
97%?
No. You can't have 97% if they're shooting perfectly.
Oh, sorry, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But that's not what the rate is. It means the total number of shots that they...
Oh, total number?
Yeah.
30?
No.
35?
No.
Is it higher?
Yep. You haven't even answered the first part. How many players from round one
Have...
had an efficiency of 100%?
3?
3! Absolutely.
Oh, what a guess.
What a guess.
Because I knew it wasn't going to be a lot.
No, it never... I actually went through like the previous season as well. I might include that for next week, that stat.
Janine Fowler's a beast.
But yeah, it doesn't happen that often.
And so, right, I think it's, is it higher than 35?
It is higher than 35.
She did most of the goals right. I think she did like about 97% of the goals right. So I think, how many did they get? 47.
Nope.
Higher?
Yep.
49.
Higher.
That's 50.
Higher.
51.
Higher.
53.
Higher.
56.
Lower.
Hold on, what did I just say?
I don't know.
55.
Yeah.
Okay.
55 by Janelle Fowler.
My mind just broke. I was like, did I say 55 last time?
Yeah,
or not?
no, I can't really remember.
I was like...
Alright. Question 5. You should be able to... What are you? You're 4 for 4. Fuck. These are too easy for you. Actually...
You gave me 1,000 chances on the last one.
Yeah, no, maybe I should take one away. I'm going to take one away now. I've given you a few. You're 3 for 4.
Oh.
There's plenty more that you'll get. Question 5. Which former Australian cricketer is considered to be the most successful Test captain in history, with 41 victories and a winning ratio of 72%?
Punting?
Nope.
International or just Australian ones? Or both?
Successful Test.
Tests. Right, Dang, is it new? Like a newer?
No.
Older?
Yeah, I'd say older.
Clark?
Like older.
Older than that?
Yeah.
Well, that's before my time.
Your dad would have mentioned him at least at some point, I'm sure.
Mark Taylor?
Nope.
No, Bradman.
Oh, wow. No, I don't think quite that old.
Okay. Alan Border?
Not quite. No.
Oh, no. I didn't even watch cricket. I don't think I was even live back then.
You want initials?
Yes, please.
SW.
Shane Warne.
No.
No. SW. No, I forgot. Sorry. SW. Oh, shit.
No. That wouldn't be his name.
Nah, shit, Sherlock.
No, that's not his name.
Fucking hell, stop it. SW. No. I don't like this question. Can I have a new one?
Can I have a new one? No.
SW. All I can think about is Shane Warne.
No.
Steve Waugh?
Yes!
Oh, gosh.
How about that? I can't believe you got that.
Oh, man.
I actually thought you were done. I was convinced that you get it early, but like it really took you a while.
But it's like, that was before my time.
It really was.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like the first ever Test captain I ever saw was Clark.
Fair enough.
Michael Clark.
Yeah.
It's a Michael.
Must have been a shit bloke.
I had a little crush on him actually when I was younger.
Oh, is that it? Wait, that was me.
No, I did like Michael Jackson too. I don't know what it is.
Man, Michael's a pretty top bloke, aren't
Basic name.
we? Yeah. Oh, thanks. Basic bitch. Alright. So you're 4 for 5. One more and you qualify for the bonus question.
Okay.
Question 6.
Mm-hmm.
In soccer, when...
27.
No. In soccer, when or where can a goalie use his hands to pick up / catch the ball?
And the goalie square.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, in the square, the goalie square. In your own goalie square, you can't go to the other side, to the other goalie square and touch it. You have to be in your own.
Okay. By the way, I'm not actually totally convinced that this is the correct answer because I did have to do the research for it because I don't know shit about soccer.
Yeah, so it's like, you know the square? Like the white...
Like I know the squares.
Yeah, so like the goal, and then you have the square surrounding the goal.
Mm.
That's the only place that they can touch it.
My information says they can also pick it up in the penalty area, which is the other bigger box around it.
There's two. In my mind, there's one.
No, there's 2.
It's still a square.
It's not really a square; it's like a rectangle.
It's like yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. It's a rectangle that but you can't go to the opposition's rectangle.
Yeah.
And touch it.
Yeah.
That's just cheat. If you're that far gone, you might as well just let the other team score.
Mm. So yeah, no, that...
Do I get that?
No, I'm not giving you that. You made it sound like you were just talking about the goal square, like the goal area, as opposed to the penalty area as well.
No, the whole rectangle, fam.
There's 2 rectangles. There's a rectangle in a rectangle.
Let me get this up. I just feel like you want me to fail.
I'm trying not to make it like that, but I'm pretty damn certain that when I was Googling this, there were 2 rectangles. Unless they've changed it in the last, week.
Yeah, so that one. That's what I'm talking about.
See, cool. Goal area, then penalty area.
I said goalie. I said the goal square.
Well, to me, that sounds like goal area.
Well, I don't know the actual name of it.
Oh, well,
But you can't do it in that circle a bit, I don't think.
No, you can't.
Yeah, that's out of bounds. You can't do that. But you can't, which I thought you could, because I feel like it'd be a great idea, and just for some fuckery, just go to the other square rectangle and just touch it and throw it in. like European handball.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Give me half a point.
Alright, I'll give you half a point.
Thank you.
So you still have to get one more question though, right? Or at least half a question.
Okay.
Alright. Question 7. This is
7.
You're gonna hate this. What is the team name of the MLB team that represents Pittsburgh?
Steelers. Sorry, not Steelers. Sorry, Pirates.
Pirates! Oh my goodness, how about that? You don't need the bonus question anymore. How about that? Alright, question 8. Who scored the most points
Me.
for the Western... This is based on last week. Who scored the most points for the Western Bulldogs in round 1 of the AFL?
Points or goals?
Points.
So just behind?
No, collective points. So goals,
Oh, okay.
Goals plus behinds. And how many points did he score? You're going to love this stat.
I'm dead already.
You're really going to love it.
Norton?
No.
But do I like this person?
Well, I'd say you do.
First initial.
Your dad calls him a girl's name.
Oh, Jamar Ugelhagen?
Yeah.
Okay. That was too easy.
You fucked it up 20 times. Especially for being a Bulldogs fan. I'm disappointed.
What do you mean? What?
It's too easy. I had to give you a clue.
Yeah, all I remember last week is I was so emo about Lucky Hunter. And plus, I was going between the netball and the AFL.
I mean, fair enough.
Right?
But you still could have seen this from the stats. Anyways,
As if I ever look at that.
Especially if they lose.
All these stat I ever look at is to see if Jack McCrae got over 30 disposals.
He probably didn't tonight. It was pretty shit.
I haven't seen... Oh, anyway, I'll check. How
many points did he score for the
what did we
Dogs?
even score overall? I don't even know. I'm going to go 17.
No.
Higher?
No.
Lower?
Yeah.
9?
Yeah! 9! But he scored the most points in round 1 for them. Scored 9 points.
And?
That's pretty poor. That's kind of shit.
Tell me something I don't know.
Alright, question 9.
Yes.
Which team scored the least amount of points in round 1 of the AFL? In other words, last week.
Is it an interstate team?
Yeah.
West Coast.
It's so close.
Adelaide?
Not close anymore.
Fremantle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fremantle.
I was just going off by that TikTok.
Oh, yeah. That was fucking dreadful.
Just when they get to the Collingwood, with the dog so smug, like. That's like my favourite part, just that dog smiling. I think it's a filter, because I don't think I've ever seen a dog smile like that.
Yeah, I think it has to be a filter as
But
well.
it's just like, you just see the smile. It's just,
Yeah.
I love it.
Question 10. In the NHL, which of the two teams leads the rivalry in the Battle of Pennsylvania in terms of head-to-head records since first playing?
I'd like to say Pittsburgh. Is that wrong?
I know you'd like to say it.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. It's evil. It's evil.
It is the Philadelphia
Ugh. Flyers.
Flyers.
I hate that. Anyway,
And the record is 153, 98, and 30.
Oh, Pittsburgh, pick it up. You have a lot of work to do further. Get on with it.
You've got them again in what? Like 2 weeks' time?
Win. I'm just moving myself over there because I don't have a passport and smacking.
Alright, we're going to do the bonus question as well.
Wine as well.
Did you say white as well?
I was about to say why not and might as well. I mixed might as well and why not, and it just came out like that.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Alright. Bonus question.
Yes. The answer's 27.
No.
Collingwood, Fremantle.
You're actually going to like this one, I think.
Okay.
Which Suncorp Super Netball team for the 2023 season has 2 co-captains but no other captains / vice captains?
Vixens. No new Swifts. Dad.
What the hell's your answer?
I don't know. I know Swifts have co-captains. Vixens do. That's all I can think of.
No, he's actually in one other team
There's another team?
that has co-captains.
Well, it's not Fever.
No,
Is it Collingwood?
it is Collingwood.
Okay.
But that's not the answer to the question.
Oh, shit.
The correct answer is actually... It must be...
This... Oh, New South Wales.
The New South Wales Swifts.
That's why I said second.
I know. I just wanted to make sure that was your correct answer.
What is now? Yeah, New South Wales.
And who are the 2 co-captains?
What's Taylor?
No.
No. Free. Oh, Maddie Proud.
Maddie Proud.
Paige Hadley.
Paige Hadley is the second. Nicely done.
Okay.
How about you? That was epic.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
dead.
You did alright on that, actually.
That was stressful.
Next week it's going to be awful. I'm going to make it truly awful.
Okay.
Question 1. What was the most productive quarter for the Western Bulldogs?
Second. Yeah, check that stat of how many disposals my boy McRae got. I hate looking at that score. It's fucking awful. Ew. Ew.
Come on. Find it already.
I'm trying disposals.
I don't think you can... Oh, you can sort. How about that?
Yeah. 25.
25.
Week. Disappointing, McRae.
Well, I mean, it's hard to get disposal when no one gives it to you, right?
Intercept.
Yeah. Hey, St Kilda, you wouldn't mind just, like, turning the ball over a couple of times, would you?
No.
Actually, that was... Did you see the first bit of that Brisbane-Melbourne game? It was literally, like, the turnover disaster of Brisbane v Melbourne last year.
All I remember...
It was pretty awful.
All I remember is the lights went out. And that one light bulb was on fire. And I'm just like, well, that doesn't look good, Pam. Where's the firefighters at?
They were there, actually.
Nice.
So, yeah. Anyways.
Well, this is better than being at Fed Square trying to put out flares. I went to the Fed Square to watch the World Cup.
Mm.
It said no flares.
Mm.
And there were flares. And there were policemen there. They did nothing. I was like, then what's the point of saying flares are not permitted if you're going to allow it to happen anyway? Do you know what I'm saying? It literally says...
Okay.
The sign said flares are illegal. Flares were there. Flares were lit. Police did nothing.
Mm. I don't know.
And they had people throwing flares at the TV screen in Fed Square. And then the firefighter just with the hose, just like making sure that the screen doesn't catch on fire.
Oh, goodness. How about this? For sports news. Giselle Bundchen seemingly ready to give Tom Brady another chance. Oh.
That's not sports news, that's just gossip. Who was she anyways?
She's a supermodel. Yeah.
Basic.
It's like I guess America's idea of like the dream like lifestyle, like all boys want to be the quarterbacks and all the girls want to be the supermodels, and it's like, oh, look at this, you could be Giselle and Tom.
I hate that. Do we have an equivalent? I don't think we do.
Nah.
I think we're just AFL players.
I don't even think it's that.
I feel like it is so.
I really don't.
Do you know how many girls just watch AFL just to purple guys?
Oh yeah, plenty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I find that a little bit sad, in my opinion.
It's a bit sexist.
It's just... like, I have an issue with people like watching sports.
Like honestly,
just
to think
because
that women are actually sexualizing men, it just disgusts me.
No, but for real though, I feel like I find something wrong about watching sports because you're pretty much just perving on them, right? I'm just like, I don't like that. It's either you like the sport or you don't.
Like, yeah, no, I kind of get it.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like it's talked about in women's sports all the time, you know? I feel like a lot of men, watch women's sports because of what they're wearing. It's like, that's fucking weird. Don't do it.
Yeah. Wow, how about this? PSAWorldTour.com news. So this is about Gohar Nassau to headline PSA World Championships in Chicago. And the PSA World Championships is the most prestigious tournament in squash and features a $1 million prize fund split equally between men and women draws.
Equality, bitch.
Honestly. That's not bad, really. Like $500,000 either side.
Yeah, spread between the players.
Yeah, then obviously between the players, which between 128 won't end up being too much.
Yeah,
unless you win, it might be alright.
It's more than we're making now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been $1 million for I think the past few years.
Yeah.
A little bit before COVID.
1
or 2 years before COVID, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. I feel like that's the first $1 million bet we've had. We have. And yeah, it's been spread equally because equality can happen.
Yeah. And my dad and I were talking today, and he was saying he was watching Millionaire Hot Seat, and one of the questions that came up said, "You'll know this." Heather Mackay was a Mackay was a famous athlete in what sport?
She was squash, but also to field hockey.
Yeah, was she professional for hockey though? I think she was just quite an athlete from what I read. I only read today, so.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's rare, but it does happen. But like we have Elise Perry, who represented Australia in soccer, and now is representing Australia in cricket. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you have people like and then you have people like Taylor Harris, who does boxing professionally and plays AFLW. So I feel like it's not too uncommon for women to cross coach. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely. I don't know if it's like.
I feel like she probably did both.
Especially for I feel like when you. Maybe this is a bit sexist, but it shouldn't. I don't think it is. I feel like if you're a man though, it's a bit harder to do too. Do you know what I mean?
Because a lot of funds are going into men's sports. Do you know what I'm saying? And plus, squash hasn't always been big, but I feel like it's never really had great prize money, to be honest.
I just feel like number one for men's, no matter what, is probably always going to be just a little bit more demanding than women's number one.
I disagree.
Why?
Because I feel like obviously it's going to be different between like men's game and the women's game, but I feel like that was a nice crack.
I feel like
it's always going to be hard.
And maybe it's also a bit of a traditional thing. Like I don't know, maybe I feel like men kind of grow up with a very young. What's the word? It's like a pre-installed notion of competitiveness, right? Whereas I feel like
it's more the environment they were brought up in.
Yeah, quite likely as well, right? And I feel like men are just sort of, they're exposed to this level of competition really early, and the idea that's, it's like a very traditional idea that, not like women can't play sports, but like men generally pursue sports a lot earlier than girls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that's just due to social conditioning, to be honest.
Probably. But like, goodness. And I feel because of that, I feel like there's probably a larger pool of male athletes for a particular sport than there is women. Like you see it with squash, right? Like there's clearly more men in male open
Yeah.
draws than there are for women open draws.
But I
right?
feel like in cases like AFLW and cricket, right? Like AFLW is fairly new. Cricket isn't, but like I feel like it's when I was younger, right, I wanted to do AFL and cricket. Like I wanted to do it professionally, but then women's AFL wasn't a thing, right? So that was out of the picture. And I didn't realize that women's cricket existed until like much later in life. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I feel like it's a part of. I think it's just the issue of it's not really talked about as much, or it's not advertised as much. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't know, especially in VC when you had to pick a job, right? I know a lot more jobs now than I did when I was 17, right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot about just awareness.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
Awareness
probably
helps,
is-
and then they'll pick for themselves, right?
I just feel like it's easier to like, particularly if you're an athletic girl, to go from one sport at a high level to go to another sport at a high level, just because I don't think the competition size, like the pool of competition, is really that great for women's sports, regardless of what sport it is, except for something like netball, where like there's clearly more girls playing netball than there are men, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I feel like
what I'm trying to say.
yes and no, but I feel like
I don't feel like there's a
I feel
man
like-
that could go from AFL to
Usain Bolt.
what?
He went from running to soccer. And you see a lot of AFL players go
Who's
from
he play for? I literally haven't heard the name Usain Bolt in like a whole fucking
an
decade.
A-League team, I don't know. But like you went and then you have like AFL players, like male AFL players like Barry Hall, who participates in boxing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know why the fullback is boxing, but anyway.
Yeah.
Um
But like, you know, particularly in like somewhere like America.
I feel like it happens, but I feel like it's probably not talked about as much.
I mean, maybe it's probably because like men generally do one particular sport in their prime. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Barry Hall, he's doing it now, and he's like, he wouldn't be able to return to professional AFL. He really wouldn't.
Yeah, but he's doing boxing. I'm a bit confused by that. Because my understanding is that boxing is really physical.
But actually, I know he's doing boxing, but he's not doing professional boxing though, is he? I don't think he is. I think he's just
Well, he's
doing
not
like,
Jake Paul, so...
huh?
He's not a Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He's better than that. the punches he did in AFL.
Yeah.
God.
Anyways, I'm just.
But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like part of it comes down to the fact that I feel like a lot of females tend to drop out in like their teenage
Oh
years.
yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like some of it is to do with the fact that, you know, they want to appear more feminine. Some people do get tired out by that age too, right? Especially if you start at a very young age, which is an issue
Yeah.
that needs to be faced. And like I feel like for me especially, like my mum and grandma never wanted me to play sports because like girls don't play sports, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you have a lot of those influences too,
Yeah,
that sort
yeah.
of stop females,
Yeah.
because you don't see parents saying that to their boys, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's said to girls, and I feel like it's those sort of societal issues that really need to be fixed, I guess. You're never going to fix it completely. It's like trying to fix world hunger, but like, it's, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's those types of things that probably stop girls from,
yeah, maybe.
do you know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially because my from my experience, like my mom and my grandma wanted me to, be girly, dress in dresses and high heels, and I never liked that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just, yeah, that's just my experience, but I feel like it's definitely something that other girls face too.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
And also to the focus, also my mum also used to tell me I need to focus more on school, but it's like you can balance both.
Yeah, you really
Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like these these sort of barriers for girls, right? I feel like there is a pressure to be more feminine. And I feel like that probably has something to do with it. It's probably not the whole story.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, just from speaking from my experience, but like I'm stubborn, so it didn't phase me. Like I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I know you're a bitch.
Yeah, you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So. Yeah. Look,
It's a bit of a heavy subject, but yeah.
I feel like it's just, and I don't know if maybe it's because I hear about it more so with again maybe it's because men tend to do it after their prime, like Barry Hall doing it.
Yeah.
When he's an old man.
Because I feel like men are more encouraged to play sports than girls are. Unless like gymnastics or netball.
I think so, and I think men are encouraged to do it at the highest level they can for the longest time that they can as well, sort of
yeah,
thing.
whereas I feel like for females it's more, just to keep fit.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
to look good. To keep, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like the
like with Ash Barty, like I think Ash Barty, like from a personal perspective, like top Aussie character and everything.
Yeah.
But I was never really that impressed with her tennis skills, and I know people, but like she was never really that aggressive, right? And like I've always been a firm believer in all sports, like you kind of need to have a hunger and an aggression to go after whatever the objective of the game is, whether it be a ball or whatever. And she never really did. She was very laid back and just played the shot out, and I was like, this is...
Do you think it's a facade though? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like some people try to come off as calm on court.
I don't even think she was really calm. I think she was just... It was just like cautious playing, and I was just like, this is boring, right? Like, with your coaching at the moment, like, you're being told to be more aggressive at the tee, right? You're being told, if you can volley, right? Like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but I feel more relaxed though. Do you know? I feel more chilled.
But you don't.
I can get to a ball faster.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying your playing style is more aggressive. You're not.
I'm a bit confused. I'm not gonna.
You're not playing. You're not waiting for the ball to bounce every single time, right? Like all of a sudden, you've got that hunger to like go after a volley if you can, sort of thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's sometimes when you miss it, and you hear, Maria, you should have volleyed that.
I know. Sometimes I let a ball go to the back wall. I was like, I should have volleyed that.
Yeah.
I say that to myself, and I'm just like, and then I hear Rex. I was like, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I can't do anything about it now.
Exactly. I know the ball's already gone past.
Yeah.
I can't hit it anymore. But like, I feel like whenever I watched Ash Barty play, she never really was that aggressive. She just sat back on the baseline, kept playing that backhand slice, and it was just a slow...
I feel like there's a difference between... I feel like my old coach, Denny, like he pointed out, he likes Ash Barty because he found that a lot of people were sort of like overpowering, but with Ash Barty, it was more placement, I guess. So like she wasn't really rushing like a lot of people do. So like, I get what you're saying, but I guess it's two sides.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like...
Yeah, I was just... Like, I've always liked Isla Tomljanovic as a tennis player. I think she's so aggressive. She wants to win every single point, and I really love that. And I kind of do hope Tomljanovic has a really good career forward, because I think even when she's at the microphone, she talks really well, just like Barty.
But I feel like they get training
On how to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Kyrgios clearly skips those sessions.
But I feel that's what I like about Kyrgios. He's so authentically himself. He's like, bitch, I really don't care. I'm going to be me right now. I'm saying I like that kind of energy. I know it gets him in trouble. He's not the perfect human being, but he is. But like, do you know what I'm saying? That's what I like about Kyrgios. It's just unapologetically himself.
Yeah.
Does he do some shit things? Yes. Yes. Do we all? Yes.
No. No.
It's just, yes you do. Shut up. It's just, he's just more in a public face, right?
Yeah.
And he gets a lot of shit for it.
Mm.
But like,
So, and like, I guess coming back to Barty, the idea is like, because she started off with cricket, right? And
no.
What?
She did tennis, took a break, went to cricket, and then came back.
Oh, heaven forbid I get that wrong. Okay, but like, you can see what I mean. Like, she can, she was kind of able to bounce around between the sports. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, but like, I feel like she didn't play for Australia. She just played in the Big Bash League, Women's Big Bash. So like semi-professional.
Yeah, like, still, I just don't think you could find that many men doing something like that, right?
But I feel like not many people take a break before their prime.
Yeah.
Do something else, come back at their prime, and then win an Oz Open. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like her situation's a little bit different.
Yeah.
To what I understand what you're trying to say, but I feel like it's like she was super young. Like she was a teenager, right?
Yeah.
And then she took a break, played cricket, came back, and then killed it.
Anyways.
Yeah, we've been talking for a long time.
I know, we've been rambling. We're sorry. We're sorry you guys put up with us. We're just idiots.
Yep. Anyways,
I think I'm done for this week.
So am I. That is it for I.
That is it for I.
I'm truly emo.
And I has nothing to addeth. Join us next week for your next...
more fuckery.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, just a lot of fuckery and chaos.
Yeah.
Bye.